Hi guys, today I'm sharing my Sopa de Fideo recipe. This is a Mexican noodle soup. It's simple to make and loaded with flavor from the tomato-based broth. I'm sure you'll love it as much as I do. This soup always hits the spot no matter what time of the year. If you're interested, let's begin. And these are the ingredients: 6 Roma tomatoes, a wedge of onion, 3 garlic cloves, and also not included in this image, 6 to 7 cups of water. You can also use vegetable broth in its place to add more flavor to this soup. And speaking of flavor, I will be using 1 tablespoon with 1.5 teaspoons of vegetable bouillon. This is the brand I'm using. It's the Better Than Bouillon, and this is what it looks like. It adds lots of flavor, so if you don't have vegetable broth on hand, you can add this. And if you don't have either, you can always add salt. And these right here are the fideo noodles. They are thin noodles. You can find them in the Mexican section at most groceries. And if that doesn't work, you can always substitute for a thin noodle like angel hair or vermicelli, which is a rice noodle. That would work perfect for this recipe. The first step is to blend the tomatoes, onion wedge, and garlic cloves, as well as the bouillon and 2 cups of water. Once well blended, set aside. That way it'll be ready when we need it. Now onto the noodles. Add about 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil to a large pot over a medium flame. Then add the dry noodles and stir fry or toast until they become golden brown. Be patient and stir often so they don't burn, because as you can see, I was a bit distracted and some of my fideos became toastier than the rest, but it's all good. But still, be careful because they burn easily. And after about 5 to 7 minutes, or when they become golden brown, it is time to add the tomato broth that was blended earlier. When adding the tomato broth to the noodles, you can use a colander to catch any bits that didn't blend well, but to be honest, I don't mind at all, so I skipped that and I added the sauce as is. Also, at this time, I lowered the heat to a low medium and I stirred just to incorporate everything well. And what I'm going to do is just let it hang out for maybe 5 minutes or less until it bubbles. Once I see that first bubble, I'll add the remaining cups of water. I believe 5 of them or 4. Also, this is a good time to adjust the seasoning. I added some garlic and onion powder for more flavor, and something I usually do is add chopped carrots or cubed up potatoes so they can cook along with the fideo noodles. I highly recommend it if you're into hearty soups, but for today I'm gonna keep mine simple. And what I'm going to do next is place the lid over the pot and simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes over a low flame or until the noodles are cooked thoroughly. Now that my fideo soup is all cooked up, I turned off the flame and I will serve right away. I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. And really, this recipe just brings back so many memories because as a kid, this was my favorite soup. And till this day, I get excited when I go over to my mom's house and she cooks this for me. It's just goodness in a bowl. It really is. It's amazing. Although it's very simple, like most of my other recipes, it's very dear to me because it reminds me of my mom and growing up in a Mexican family and all the Mexican food staples, and this was one of them. And I know you'll love it, so I hope you try it. And also, I was almost forgetting to mention that I like to garnish mine with chopped up green onions. It is so good. As you can tell, I just love onions and garlic and chili also. So yeah, if you're interested, go ahead and try this recipe. And as always, I want to thank you for watching and subscribing. If you're interested in more vegan recipes, specifically vegan Mexican recipes, subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Until next time, take care.